Hi, my name is Alex Pearson. I'm the manager of the bridge over at Fiddler's Elbow Country Club. I'd just like to walk you through a nice 5-minute warm-up routine for a golf or tennis specific workout, or if you're playing a round. This here is the True Stretch. This is a piece of equipment we used a lot over at the bridge. This was developed by Gary Gray from the Gray Institute up in Michigan. Gary Gray is a physical therapist whose modalities we hold in high regards and we try and follow in our sessions over at the bridge. So we're going to start you off. We're going to begin with a hamstring stretch. So what I'd like you to do is you're going to bring one leg up. We're going to be relatively straight at the knee, although I don't want you locked out. I want a very slight bend in that knee, and your toes are pointed straight up to the sky. From here, hands are down by your side for support, wherever's comfortable for you. And we're going to begin with a nice neutral posture, doing everything you can to maintain that posture the entire time. And we're going to bow forward and back. So we're going to oscillate down and come right on back up. We'll do that 10 times, going straight down toward the foot. And then I'll have you turn, face the leg that's up, and come on down. This is typically a little bit more intense of a stretch. We'll do that 10 times, and then finally we'll turn and come just 45 degrees down the opposite direction. And we're going to repeat everything here on the opposite side as well. So 10 times in all 3 directions on the other leg. From there, we're going to hit this anterior compartment of the hip, so the hip flexors here. So what I'd like you to do is we're going to bring this left foot here onto the right side of the platform, and your right foot is going to be up on the platform ahead of you. Hands are going to be forward here, so you're nice and extended, nice and upright. And from here, I want you to lunge forward, pressing straight forward, coming back, maintaining a nice upright posture the entire time. And we'll do that 10 times. From there, right hand is going to grab hold, a little bit of support here on the side, and your left hand's going to get a big reach up overhead, almost like you're doing like a half a jumping jack here, driving that arm overhead. And then we'll finish it off. I want you twisting, grab and hold, and then just getting a big lunge forward. And once again, we'll do that 10 times, and we'll do that all 3 on the other side. From there, we're going to move to the posterior compartment of the hip. So this is where we get really all of our power and any explosive movement that we do. So we're going to be turned 90 degrees. Outside leg is going to come up and in, and you can just pin it in the trough here. We're going to be nice and tall, hands in front for a little bit of support, nice neutral spine. We're going to start off bowing forward and back. We're going to come forward and back. From here, once again, a little bit of support with this hand. Other hand's going to get a big reach overhead, and then we'll finish it off with a nice rotation. So long arms twisting back and forth, really focusing on twisting out of the True Stretch here. That's where you're going to get most of your stretch. And if you feel like you're losing balance, you can always grab hold of the True Stretch and then just drive the hips around. Gets equal good stretch there. From there, we'll move to the upper body. We'll have you turned, scoot all the way to the side, and your outside hand will come up and reach overhead. From here, we'll just stagger your stance. We're going to stretch out the lats here if you need a little bit of support. And what I want you to do is you're just going to lean into that stretch and just lengthen all this tissue on the outside of your body. And we'll start off with a nice little dynamic pulse forward and back 10 times. And then we'll go side to side 10 times. And then we'll finish things off twisting back and forth 10 times. And from there, we'll move to the upper body. We'll hit the chest. So what I want you to do is grab hold at a nice 45-degree angle, arms nice and long, and stagger your stance so the same foot is forward. And you can just kind of start this stretch by opening up your chest. And then once again, we'll lunge forward, back 10 times. We'll lean side to side 10 times, and then we'll twist and open up that chest for the final 10. Finish things off with the thoracic spine. This is the all-important group to stretch for any rotational sport like tennis or golf. So we're going to be hip width apart, toes pointed forward. Your left hand is going to reach across the body and grab hold of this bar, moving perpendicular to the ground. This hand is nice and straight on the way back. If you feel any impingement in the shoulder, you can always lessen the intensity a little bit by scooting your hand down, or if it's not quite a good enough stretch for you, you can jack it up just a little bit. So from here, hip width apart, hand across the body, other hand straight back, elbows nice and straight, and then just turn your hips across the body, and we'll do that 10 times. So that's your 5-minute warm-up routine before a round of golf, before a game of tennis. Bring it on over to the Fiddler's Elbow Country Club driving range and use this True Stretch here. Take advantage of mobilizing your body before any dynamic movement right here at Fiddler's Elbow.